This is heritage aesthetics. I'm close to finishing The Ending of Time, where J. Krishnamurti and Dr. David Bohm discussed the nature of existence. Also, was that a bit hubristic? Because I don't want it. That wasn't my intention. Like it wasn't. All right, it was real. You sure? I'm not. You please. I need people like you. Yeah, get off the stage. Yeah, that's the point. You understand? That's the point. All right, good. On page 97, Krishnamurti asks, why do we have ideas? Is the ground an idea? Why have ideas become so important? Let's take the boy who was made to learn the national anthem before his birth skin, who failed to remember words like long live, save hidden inside his lunchbox. Behind the lockers, what else can I say about this boy? Later, in the pub, England scored. A man wearing the classic white shirt with 3 lions stitched on rushed over, grabbing him in the way men do when they know they're winning. He looked at us, this boy, the man, squeezing him into himself, disappearing through God, noble, victorious. Have you ever seen someone just go missing in front of you? A violence so exact, it sanitizes history. At the frontier, 4 cadets pop nicotine gum. The blonde choir boy with hatchets in his falsetto then begins. Bohm responds to Krishnamurti saying, ideas are often to be taken something more than ideas. We feel they are not ideas, but a reality. Tottenham, 2003. Sirens rolled us around, our car imposing the sense of sinking. Outstep 3 officers loaded with badge and belly, holsters, real mean looking, 3 sets of cuffs poking out ready-made moons or better still truncheons, pepper spray, rope, bad tats on biceps. Nobody said a word to us boys. Nobody said what our boy did or might have done. They just yanked him out like a dummy from a charity box, a party cracker for a housewarming friends forgot about. They beat him wide open like a dog's jaw until he was like the animals you see on the side of the road waiting to get finished by some wayward driver. You ever seen the expression on a man's face when he fights the way he fucks? Our boy hurrying back into where? Why? We screamed inside us seeing pristine boots go to work, all elegant, kneeing up, his eggshell ribs no longer his, but theirs to Buckaroo, Sabutio, Texas, Hold'em, poker, to fold, then dash into a van, tank, truck, river, in a suffocating courtroom, effigies, targets, aboriginal folk, ethnics, where nobody gets to dry their ancestry off or celebrate how their people rebelled. Next day, they released him, and where the fuck were you, man? I've underlined the section of Bohm's dialogue where he states, I think in the mind there's a demand for certainty. We want to be sure, so there's no inquiring. You're expecting to see the boy here, or maybe you've built an impression of him. Hair type, complexion, race, ethnicity, religion, education, question. Don't remember. Question. Just over 2 years. Question. I'm positive. Question. I couldn't tell you. Which you call on when certain literatures require you to explicate your life experience, or perhaps you're working around a system of logic which looks to undermine patriotism and state violence, which, as you're aware, are analogous. I don't know what to tell you, aside from the fact the boy lived. The other one didn't. Towards the end of the discussion, Krishnamurti posits, I want to clear up all the illusions about nationalism. I've got rid of my illusions about belief, about this and about that. At the end of it, I realize my mind is illusion. You see, to me who has lived for 1,000 years, to find all this is absolutely worthless becomes something enormous. I'll level with you. It's hard to accept that this is the life that we'll die in, feeding us its uncertainty. We load up on ginger shots, knowing almost anything can be cooked on a legacy of steam. Paying attention to ingredients, checking for words we recognize, alive at the point of death or just alive, depending on, let me clarify, the boy should still be here, living with his daughter, who would by now be 15. He should be asking her to turn the music down, pouring full fat milk over his cereal and shallow frying grass-fed beef. And the boy should still be here. Krishnamurti ends with, we've talked now for a long time. I think we've reached somewhere. September 1980, 4 years before the boy's birth. October 2020. Winter is lost in my city. The world, as you all know, is impossible. I'm looking through old photos, reconstructing. My son and I, we play a game where we need to guess the siren type outside the window. He wants to know what I'm doing. There's nothing that J. Krishnamurti or Dr. David Bohm have to say about this. Handing me a Lego figurine, he sits on my lap asking who those boys are, their names. Which one am I? In the kitchen, his mother discusses the next stages, peeling carrots to soft jazz. On the other end, a voice. And by the time I get to say the boy's name, my son is asleep, his breathing a sheet, his body his. I take the Lego figurine from his hand and I kiss the summit of his skull. End the remaining light. In the morning, I will ask the figurine's name, and again, he'll remind me.